Welcome to another episode from Bourbon and Ash. Today, we're going to review a cigar that's been #1 for a lot of years.
30 plus years, it's been a fan favorite. The reason why? MSRP. Won't tell you what that is yet, but it's a value cigar.
Baccarat. This is a cigar that was invented and brought to us by Camacho. They've been doing it, like you said, for 30 years. They're using all of their tobacco is Hondureño. It's from Honduras. That's wrapper, filler, binder. The cap is a sweet cap.
Sweet gum cap.
Sweet gum cap. And the cigars that we have here in front of us today are their Rothschild. This is a 50 ring gauge with 5.5 inch cigar.
5 inch.
5 inch. And
it's considered a mild cigar.
It is a mild. So it's going to be more kind of like a #2 where your Connecticut's are ranging, right? So
before I tell you guys the MSRP, let's go ahead and light it up. And I want your guys' feedback. Let me know what you think of it. Again, when I was doing some research, I was looking for something of value, but also got great reviews and has a history.
So Davidoff has purchased Camacho, right? And if you remember, we talked a little bit about the one of the spin-offs, if you would. Some of the people that were involved with Camacho have sold, as you mentioned, to Davidoff, and they've started their own cigars. Aladino being one of them. I believe we just did a Connecticut, right? So let's see what this one is going to compare to a Connecticut, because this is, like you said, it's a medium, right, or a light cigar. When I first took it to my nose and I was kind of getting those first whiffs of tobacco, it smelled very light, so almost like a Connecticut. So they have the Churchill at 7. They have the Toro at 6. They have the Rothschild at 5. They have the Coronas at 4. They have the Belicosos at 4. So it just depends. But Rothschild is 100% because of the size of the cigar.
It is considered a mild to medium cigar. It's got a light wrapper.
It does.
It's got a great smell. I mean, some of those $10, $11, even $12 sticks, we were getting like wet hay and barn.
Oh yeah.
And it really wasn't as great of a smoke. This one smells fantastic out of the box. And it's got a nice, easy draw.
Really easy draw.
And it burns super.
Oh, it burns. Yeah, nice. And I'm getting a little of that sweetness at the tip, just on the tip, just to give it a little extra.
It does.
But it doesn't follow through. Tobacco is just regular Honduras tobacco.
I get pepper. Anybody else taste pepper?
Yeah, I get a little pepper.
No, that is all I'm getting.
I purchased a box of 25, and I think I spent $104 total. So it came to be about $5.50 with tax.
$6
for everything, and it's a cool box.
It is.
It says Baccarat, and it's got some engraving on it, some cards, which I'm a big fan of cards. So it'd be a cool little collector's item anyway. Use it for some change or some rings or something.
Keep your cards
along the line. So I'll put that there for y'all to see. No, I'll begin. I was intrigued by this. Most of the cigars I think that we've been reviewing have been between that $10 and $12 range, and I was kind of looking now that we're kind of reviewing some budget bourbons
Yeah,
the last couple
absolutely.
episodes to kind of follow along in the cigars and come across some that got some great reviews. This was actually voted, I think, top 5 for the last 15 years that I know of for a beginner cigar.
Really?
Yeah. So it's been a fan favorite for somebody who's maybe getting in that doesn't necessarily want that heavy,
Right.
tobacco flavoring. So this is going to be more of your mild end. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I'll let you girls talk about that when you guys give your review. Based on MSRP and the smell, the taste I'm getting it smokes easily. I got a great ash. My wife will contest to that. Contest to that.
She will attest.
Attest to that.
Attest.
It has great ash.
Oh yeah.
I will say, yeah, this is. I could easily put this in my bag, and it's being the Rothschild and being a little shorter. This be like a 25-minute cigar, maybe. Wouldn't last that long. So if you want to just quick smoke, this is probably the size to go with. Based on all of that, I will say this is a 7.5.
Okay.
It's a good cigar. What do you think?
I think it's a great cigar. It's super mild. The sweet tip, I don't really notice that. So maybe it's the cut since
The V cut? Yeah, I might have taken too much of the tip off.
Yeah, so I'm not really noticing that. I am getting lots of pepper and smoky pepper flavor. But it is smooth, easygoing. I mean, yeah, pretty chill cigar. So I think a 7 it's a good one. Yeah, it's a good number.
Well, I'm going
Nice.
to go right in the middle and say 5. But I do agree with you. It'd be a great beginner cigar because it is very light, but it still has some flavor. And it's super easy to smoke. Everything burns super evenly, and I have just very light tastes of pepper, cedar, and leather. I mean, you can taste the tobacco too, and it's not very strong, but so I would go 5. Well, for me, but
Yeah.
I think it'd be, and I like the fact that it's shorter.
Less intense.
Yes,
Yeah.
faster.
No, and just to add something before you talk, Emmanuel. Being a cool box and coming in 25, this would be a great Father's Day gift, a great bachelor's gift, wedding party.
Yeah.
I think it'd
I
be
think
nice.
so too, and especially for the price.
Yeah, for the price, $105.
Absolutely. So I'm glad you brought that up. So this week I was talking to a guy who was trying to get into the cigars, and I said he wasn't too sure if he wanted to actually start picking some cigars, and I said, "Have you had a cigar?" He goes, "Yes." I said, "And it probably was terrible." Yes. I said, "And you probably got it at a bachelor party or a golfing trip?" He goes, "Golfing." I said, "Yeah." And I'm glad you make that point because it's important to understand that there a lot of guys that come in and they're going to go to a bachelor party or a wedding or golfing. They come in and they're like, "Hey, what do you got cheap?" I'm like, "I've got cheap. What do you want?" "I want the coolest looking cigar that's cheap." And sometimes that's not kind of the way to go about it, especially when you're just handing them out to everybody. You get one, you get one.
Because you don't want to burn someone's palate an idea of smoking a cigar when you give them a cheap cigar.
Exactly. So I'm glad you brought that point. And at $6 a piece, you're not in it that much.
Yeah.
It's a great buy. We're definitely going to be keeping stock of those. If you want to come check them out.
We'll have a link to the website down below.
Yeah.
Readily available. You'll be selling them in Paramount. And again, for the price, I think it's a fantastic
It is.
gift.
I'd say for me, it's an 8. It's fantastic. It's really good. There's flavor. It smokes well. It's not gonna choke me out. That would be my honest review of this.
Okay.
It's good. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. As always, please remember, hit that like and that subscribe. Share it. It really helps grow our channel. And as always, leave comments. If you guys have the opportunity to smoke the Baccarats, whether it's the Rothschilds or the game, they have other variations of this.
Right.
And, let us know. We've got a lot of positive feedback last
The rival, maybe there's a rival out
Yeah.
there. Like, oh, dude, I think these are great. Hit us up, because there's a lot of people that are trying to get into this the cigar, and there's only so many that I know of, that I can turn people on to. But maybe you know of one that rivals this, and you're like, hey, look, great price, great cigar, blah, blah, blah. So love to hear that from you guys.
Well, there you have it again. Another episode, another review from Bourbon and Ash. We appreciate you guys taking the time to watch our videos. And until next time, catch you on the back nine.